Okay, so I'm finally at this gate 85, waiting for a flight to Cairns. I definitely walked for an hour from the moment I left the plane till I'm right now. I finally arrived Australia Cairns, and right now I'm basically waiting for Yale to come. So I'm gonna give him a surprise visit when he comes out from that airport door. So something interesting happened in the flight where it was a Boeing 737 which can carry up to 335 passengers. But for some reason there were only maybe 20 passengers. So basically all of us get to have the entire row for ourselves. So because it was like a red-eye flight, we basically slept sideways and take over all 3 seats. And there he is.
And it's not that practical, right?
Well, macro is really good if you go to New Zealand.
Yeah.
So this is Yale driving right now.
Yeah.
Doing a video vlog again. So right now we're going to Cow Bay. How long is it? Maybe like an hour drive?
Yeah, we're actually stopping at a crocodile farm.
Crocodile farm.
Yeah. Although that one is like looking down a bit. It's fine.
Careful propulsion in the water. He can get up to speeds of over 20 k's an hour in the water. So I'm going to keep it on the left hand side of her head. I'll tease them up a bit, eh? I always...
You get one, sweetie? I haven't got any food. You're supposed to get a bag and a hat.
So right now I'm at the crocodile place, and you can see kangaroos are pretty much everywhere. And there's just one just jumped by. And yeah, just trying to do a documentary right now. Oh, you can see Yale in the background looking at the map. You can see. And basically right now we're surrounded by kangaroos. They're literally everywhere.
Only 33 days, so as soon as we do the mating we count that number in our calendar and then we check the pouch, and we were lucky enough to see her on day 1, and yeah, she's the size of a jelly bean, so that was pretty exciting.
You see it? Hello. So I think this is like day 4 of my trip, and right now we are at Cow Bay. We are in a trail behind our hostel. It's called the Orange Rope Trail, I think.
We're in the Daintree.
We're in the Daintree rainforest, and there's Yale right here.
Hello.
So what happened this morning is we woke up around maybe like 5:30, and we went up to a kayak trip around Cow Bay, and it was a very nice view. We got the sunrise, and it was about 3 hours long, and we basically kayaked to like pretty much to like the different shore and check out the different beaches. And we actually, according to the tour guide, we saw something very special today. We saw a tree kangaroo, and also an eagle that doesn't really appear much around that area. So it was very, very special. And then we look at like different kinds of special like flowers and rocks, and then the tour guide also explained to us there are different like small crabs. One thing that actually is very exciting is that we saw sea turtles that actually surface out of the water, and Yale can attest to you that Yale saw at least maybe
we saw sea turtles.
10 sea turtles, and
some of them were really big, like up to, I think the one we saw were probably up to like a meter and a half.
Yeah, it was huge.
So it's pretty big sea turtles.
Yep.
We also had a really nice breakfast, which included fruits and the guy also baked a carrot cake.
Yes,
That's also good.
Very nice service. So if you want to go to Cow Bay, I would definitely recommend try this kayak tour. Beautiful view, and you have excellent breakfast as well.
Yeah, just be prepared to paddle first thing in the morning.
Yeah, my arms are actually very tired right now. Hello. So right now we are at Cow Bay, and this is like the beach. Very beautiful beach. So just want to tell you something that our kayak tour guide told us. When there are these like very big waves, basically a lot of the organisms from the sea are washed up to the beach. And when they're washed up, there are these little tiny crabs that will roll up the organisms into little circles, like spheres, and then they roll it, gather it around, so then when they're hungry, they'll come out and they'll eat it. So basically, essentially, each little circular sphere is rolled up by a crab. And I just want to tell you that in this beach, you will see hundreds and thousands of these spheres, or crab breakfast that you can see, and I'm going to show you right now.
Out here, so once you got rid of your stuff, just come back.
America! Alright, you all set, mate?
So right now we're at jungle surfing, and we're going to be hamsters, crawling this thing so that people are going to go to the other side.
We're eventually going to evolve into birds.
Yes, we're going to be birds. So right now we're in a hamster cage. How are you? And here's Yale. As you can see right now we're at the top of the canopy. We're going to go down for a jungle surfing. And as you can see right there, there's the harness. And we're going to go down to the other side.
He's got the sunglasses on.
Speaking of, did you guys see that pterodactyl up there or no?
Hello. Right now we're at the top peak of Mount Sorrow, and I think we've been climbing since 7:45 a.m. till 10:20 a.m. so that's about 2.5 hours, and I don't really know what's the elevation, but basically it's Mount Sorrow, and we are really high up right now, and right now I'm just resting. We're going to, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're going to Great Barrier Reef, Agent Port Reef. We're going to do our first dive. It'll be a snorkeling, and then afterwards it'll be a scuba diving. And I think I'll be excited, but right now we're already in like suits. And I don't know, we may see some interesting fish and interesting coral reef. So, anything else to add? No, that's it. Okay, we're going to use our Yale's GoPro, so we're going to see some like underwater fish. It'll be cool. Okay, bye. Hi guys, this is pretty much closer to the end of the day. We just got out of the Port Douglas Great Barrier Reef cruise with Poseidon. After 3 snorkel dives, it was a great experience just to see different kinds of fish, tropical fish, and also the reef. And right now we're actually on our way to Cairns, and we're just like stopped by in the middle of the road, check out this like beautiful view of the coastal line, as you can see behind me. Hi guys, just wanted to let you know that so far Australian dinners have been humongous. I'm not sure if it's true for the rest of the country, but at least so far in Queensland, it's been gigantic. And you can take a look at this like lamb shack I'm gonna eat right now. Yeah, it's huge. So just gonna enjoy it. Hello, right now we're at Australia in Smith's Lynn, and Yale is actually up there doing a bungee, and I'm just right here at the ground floor waiting for Yale to jump so that I can take some nice footage. So as you can see behind me, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's the bungee tower, and Yale is actually right upstairs, and I am just waiting for him. So this should be exciting. I'm too scared to do a bungee, and I would not do it. So it's interesting because at the bottom there's this guy who will do like a boat just to let the people from bungee come back down. So yeah, should be exciting. Hi Yale, how do you feel?
Sweet man, you should do it.
No, I'm not doing it. It was fun?
Yeah.
Do you have to make your GoPro consciously staring at you? It's hard, right?
The first like split second, you're just like looking down, man. But then I actually tried it.
Okay, so clearly the Wombat is ignoring me, and it refuses to respond to my call.
Yeah, but it's actually eating grass.
Oh.
So turn around.
It's actually eating grass.
Put one of these behind you, and then...
yeah, this Wombat is not... it's ignoring me.
Ignored.
Holy, come on. Yo, yeah, go closer. Yeah, you just got owned. You just got owned. Okay, so here.
Okay.
So where am I? Yep.
I don't think you're set up did anything, but you should be okay.
Just get your hands ready here. Keep that one against your belly for me. I'm going to the side. I'm just going to sit his bottom there. And this one's going to wrap around him for his cuddle. Very gentle with this arm. And just keep this one nice and strong underneath him. He is a little bit heavy. Twisty towards the camera. Just smiling over your shoulder at our camera first.
Thanks, small buddy.
Camera.
Hi guys. Right now we're gonna see a real kangaroo. Because last time, the one I showed you was actually not a kangaroo. It was actually a wallaby. So this is called a Australian grey eastern kangaroo, and it's right here. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, and it's refused to stare at the screen, or at least I think the kangaroo is able to hear me. So here you go. That's a real kangaroo. Hey guys, right now I'm on Cairns, just gone on another Great Barrier Reef ride. I just did a scuba dive, and I can tell you the experience is amazing. It was so cool, and the water wasn't actually that cold. You just gotta trust the gear and trust the system that everything just worked perfectly fine. Pressure was okay. I just need to pop my ears a couple times just to equalize the pressure. And but things that you see downstairs is really cool. You see different parts of the fish that you can't. I mean, like you can still see it while you snorkel, but it's just like a different experience to be able to go a different orientation, directions underwater. So if you go to Great Barrier Reef in the future, I would definitely suggest you to scuba dive. So yeah, and right now I'm just wearing like this big wetsuit. It's like all covered in from like my arms to my body. just because I don't want to get sunburned, and I don't want it to be too cold. But surprisingly, the temperature is decent and it was comfortable. Hello, hi. After leaving Cairns, right now we're at Gold Coast of Australia. We're still in Queensland, and right now I'm actually in the tallest building of Gold Coast, which is called Q1. And right now I'm at the sky deck, as you can see from the background. Right here at that side is like the beach area. If you keep going that way for 7,000 kilometers more, that will be Hawaii. If you go that way more, for 11,000 kilometers more, that would be Vancouver. So Gold Coast is actually a very interesting city. First of all, it's kind of like a replica of Miami in USA. It's pretty much like a lot of like surfing, beaches, you know, people going to for resorts, vacation. I believe there's a fact that Gold Coast has the highest number of golf courses, more than anywhere else in Australia. And also an interesting fact that Gold Coast is actually a city built on like along the shore with like different islands, so there are actually a lot of canals. People said that the number of canals is actually more than Venice, so that was pretty interesting. Hi guys, right now we are in Byron Bay. This is supposed to be where all the Australians do water surfing, because the waves here are actually a lot more fierce than the ones in Gold Coast. As you can see from here, you can see that the waves are much stronger and there are a lot more surfers that come here and do water surfing. Just a background information about Byron Bay is that this is actually not Queensland. This is actually in New South Wales, so we're in actually a different state in Australia. And this morning I was actually supposed to do water surfing too, sign up for some surfing lessons, but unfortunately the ride from Gold Coast to Byron Bay was actually an hour and a half, so we're kind of late. I guess in a way it's kind of good because I'm still suffering from sunburn on my leg from the last Great Barrier Reef ocean dive. So I don't know, because if I go on surfing, then pretty much I have to use my legs, it's gonna touch, it's gonna hurt. So I guess this is just a day of rest for me. But still, it sucks that I couldn't do surfing, but maybe next time. Hello, hi. Finally, I have arrived in Sydney, and right behind me, as you can see, is the Sydney Opera House. And I just joined like a free tour, those walking tours around Sydney, and get to learn a little bit about the history of Sydney, how the city is built, and also a little history about the Sydney Opera House. I believe it's built by a Danish architect, and but unfortunately I don't think it was finished with him because the process of the building was too slow, and the government basically cut him out and has their own architects to finish the building. But still a little bit interesting. I probably will learn more about the Opera House later because I'm going to be doing a tour inside the Opera House, so if I know some interesting facts, I'll definitely tell you again. And that side is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Not sure if you can see it, but it's right here. You see that thing? So that's the bridge. Hopefully I can see a better view of it, but it's interesting to see the skyline and the harbor line. Basically behind me is the entire city. So again, it's pretty cool. Hello, so right now I'm actually a lot closer to the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and a few things I learned from my walking tour is that to build a bridge, actually they need to relocate homes, existing homes that are around the harbor. So people were actually very angry because the government's actually not paying any form of compensation for these people. So when they're relocated somewhere else, while the bridge is being built, because of these angry people, they actually call this bridge a nickname, and which is called the ugly coat hanger. So you can see from the background, I don't know if you'd agree with this description, but it has a nickname. And finally, I think, I'm not sure what year they actually built it, maybe like 1980s, 60s, but it was finally built, and now it becomes the second icon of Sydney. Right now we're standing about maybe an hour and a half away from Sydney at this place called Blue Mountain. And Blue Mountain is very well known for beautiful scenery behind me, and basically it's supposed to showcase all the mountain ranges in blue color. What happens is for the mountain to show in blue is because of the trees. It's some type of special trees called eucalyptus, and basically the leaves emit some sort of oil that reflects the sky. So if it's like clear skies, it's in blue color, basically the entire mountain range will be in blue color. But unfortunately, I think due to the recent hot weather, because of the leaves is in oil, it's very easy and susceptible to wildfire. And so basically a lot of the trees are actually burnt, and that's why it can't really emit that blue color. As you can see from behind me, right now it's all green, not really much of a blue color. Another special thing about Blue Mountain is that there's a range called the Three Sisters Range, which is like, I'm not too sure if you can see it, but it's like basically on that side behind me, there's like a mountain range called the Three Sister. Here, this is an easier way to showcase it. And it's just a cool thing, a very natural wonder that just like basically showcase it. So yeah, maybe I'll just like try to go closer to the Three Sisters and give you a better look. Right behind me is a closer look to one of the Three Sisters. Here you go. So that's basically how it looks like. Another additional information about the Blue Mountain is that a possible reason why the entire mountain behind me is not really exactly blue is possibly because right now it's still kind of winter season, and basically the leaves are not emitting enough oil to reflect the sky above. So due to these reasons why it's still green and it's not blue. So maybe we can see another blue color during the spring and summer season, but that'll have to wait for a few more months.